According to the technical analysts and a lot of the other experts out there, the final leg of this crypto bull run is imminent. Right now we are in a sideways chop, but there should be a big breakout. At the same time, it's always possible that we see a pullback to 100K, below 100K, perhaps the mid or high 90s for Bitcoin. But don't let that surprise you. Don't let it shake you out, most importantly. Now is the time to stay calm. It's time to stay focused. And when you do perceive a dip, that's when it's time to accumulate and double down on your favorite project. We may not see current prices anymore for quite a while. Accordingly, now is the time to finalize our strategies. There's not a lot of time left, which is why we're looking at 3 altcoins today in particular that you should keep an eye out for during the second half of 2025 and the final chapter, the final leg of this crypto bull run. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. All the best of luck if you choose to invest. Maybe you're into our selections in this video. Maybe you're into other altcoins. Whatever the case may be, I wish you well. Genuinely. Just remember that I am not a financial or investment advisor, which means by extension, this video is not official financial or investment advice. We are beginning here at number 1 with Solana and its SOL SOL token. Right now, they're actually in the middle of their Accelerate conference. This is their annual meetup, which is expected to be full with lots of news and updates. As those announcements are made, of course, we're going to share them with you. This year, it is taking place in New York City. It's beginning today, May 19th, and runs until the 23rd of May. And this comes straight after the Solana Crossroads conference that happened in Istanbul, Turkey. That wrapped up and finished last week. So these are busy days for the team and really for the broader community in terms of everybody that supports Solana. Now, one of the reasons that we may see crypto prices increase is the FTX repayments. At the end of the month, the FTX Recovery Trust is going to start to repay $5 billion to creditors. And of course, if you were involved in this, as you may know, a large chunk of this came from SOL liquidations. And it is expected that a lot of this is going to flow back into the market. This could represent a 25, maybe even a 50% injection into crypto. And SOL is likely, given its previous involvement, going to be a direct beneficiary from this. The project and the token should profit. And then, of course, it almost goes without saying, but it's still important to talk about the fact that Solana is obviously cooperating with all kinds of leading projects in their respective sectors. So, for example, we see Chainlink that has launched Build on Solana. This is a program to help top startups build, launch, and grow all within the Solana ecosystem. ONDO Finance also launched a bridging solution for tokenized real-world assets to Solana. Its USDY stablecoin can now move between Solana and EVM chains. Layer 0 accommodates this. It starts with Ethereum, Arbitrum, and Mantle. And at the time of this recording, I'd say we have a pretty good entry point into SOL, the SOL token, which is down a few percentage points on the day, sitting at $160.61. A 5 or a 6x could be possible for SOL in the next few months and the SOL token. Maybe it will be less than that, but either way, this is still a blue chip token in the world of crypto, a project that has proven itself, that really represents the comeback story in a very positive way. We're sitting right now, for context, at an $83.5 billion market cap, but expect that to grow. Next up, and at number 2, a favorite of the channel in the form of the SUI Network and the SUI SUI token. And it is no secret, of course, that this one is a favorite of the channel, a favorite of Altcoin Buzz. SUI is a layer 1 that currently has the strongest comeback repeatedly, actually, so multiple comebacks after each and every dip or pullback. It tends to perform the best in terms of climbing back up in price after the, unfortunately, many dips that we've seen so far year-to-date 2025. It's not only SUI, by the way, that's on fire, its token, but its ecosystem continues to grow, continues to expand, continues to really impress. SUI is very much firing on all cylinders right now, and the metrics attest to that. If we look at the numbers, for example, in only 2 months, the protocol reached $1 billion in stablecoin supply. Most of it is its native USDC, but also FDUSD, AUSD, USDY, and even BUCK, BUCK. And this is a point that I keep repeating, but there is also increasing institutional interest in SUI. So for instance, Grayscale, they've ranked SUI in the top 10 assets by 1 week returns. And I guess kind of naturally, that's led a few of the crypto experts and some of the analysts out there to draw comparisons between Solana in the 2021 bull run and SUI right now. They see the SUI token potentially making similar moves and to go back in time to revisit that 2021 cycle and the ultra success of Solana. SOL did a 171x in 2021, just a few years ago. That's not going to happen for SUI or the price of SUI, to be fair, because this is a more sizable project already. But it does suggest that there are some parallels here, and there's still a lot more upside potential. Not 171 times, but certainly a lot of upside potential. SUI is a $12 billion project right now. Its current price, the price of the SUI token, sits at $3.61 as I record. For context, Solana's market cap, as we just saw, is just above $83 billion. If, hypothetically here, SUI as a project gets to SOL's market cap, that represents about a 7x. The price of SUI would therefore be around $25, which is realistic. And given time, I think a lot of people would agree that SUI and SUI will do even better. Next up, and at number 3 here, we're looking at Chainlink. LINK is the ticker. This, of course, is the market leader in the Oracle sector, which as a sector is down on the day, unfortunately, as I record. Now, in general, price development has been an underachievement when it comes to the price of Link, but that is through no fault of its own as a project. It's got very strong fundamentals, a team that really does keep delivering, and I've said this before, but once again, a massive ecosystem. Absolutely massive. That's an understatement. But if we consider the price of Link, LINK, given all the positives that I just talked about, you'd expect it to be higher. We're down on the day. We're sitting at just above $15. And I think that's a steal. I think that is a great entry price for a quality token. Market cap right now, just below $10 billion at $9.9 billion. Just my humble opinion. But, I've said this before. I think it's the kind of project that is kind of non-sexy, non-sensational, and doesn't necessarily capture the headlines. But it is such an important infrastructure play, and it's doing so much right behind the scenes. It's not yet priced in terms of just how valuable this is as a project, and by extension, how valuable the price of Link is, at least its potential, which has not yet been realized, has not yet been achieved. That being said, however, we may soon start to see a shift towards the positive in terms of public sentiment as a result of Chainlink's recent involvement with JP Morgan. Chainlink worked together with ONDO Finance and Connexus by JP Morgan. We covered this the other day. Connexus is JP Morgan's private chain. Chainlink acted as a facilitator, and it made the cross-chain connections possible between Connexus and ONDO. It connected a private chain with a public chain, and it also involved a delivery versus payment of an RWA asset. And what I am referring to here is, of course, ONDO's OUSG stablecoin. Now look, all of this is massive news, and I feel that it should be a catalyst for the future price development of the Link token. And I say that because, to put it in perspective, JP Morgan is the leading provider of financial services. It's a global business. It works worldwide with entities like corporations, but also governments and major institutions. Just as a quick example here, JP Morgan moves $10 trillion around per day, not per year or per month, $10 trillion per day. And they're now going to be using Chainlink for this. So that represents a massive boost any way you look at it. To get more in-depth and inside information in particular on this partnership, which is massive between JP Morgan, Chainlink, and ONDO, check out this video that's playing in the background. I will also include a link to that in the description below.